students, in this module we start discussing the lifespans. If you remember, we've already defined lifespan. Let's revise. Lifespan is defined as the period from birth to natural death of an organism. There are some facts for this lifespan. The lifespan can be as short as a few hours or a few days, or as long as a few thousand years. The lifespan of organisms are not necessarily correlated with their sizes. As an example, a mango tree has a much shorter lifespan as compared to the peepal tree. So this gives an explanation of the second point mentioned, that the lifespan of organisms are not correlated with their size. Let's see the lifespans of a few animals and plants. The elephant has a lifespan of 60 to 90 years, whereas a butterfly has a lifespan of only 1 to 2 weeks. The crow lives for 15 years and the cow for 20 years. The lifespan of a dog is 10 to 12 years, that of a rose plant is 6 to 7 years, and the banana plant is 25 years. To take up more examples, a banyan tree has a lifespan of 300 to 500 years. A crocodile, 60 years. Horse, 25 to 30 years. A fruit fly, that is Drosophila, has a lifespan of only 10 to 12 days. A tortoise, 100 to 150 years. A rice plant has a lifespan of only 3 to 4 months. A parrot lives for 140 years. And a mayfly, please see out here, a mayfly has a lifespan of only 30 minutes to 1 day. So these are the all diversities found in the lifespans of different organisms. Now lifespan ends up with death. So death of every individual organism is certain. Means there is no individual which is immortal. What do you mean by the term immortal? Immortal means not living forever. However, students, there is one exception to it. It is the single-celled organisms. Now, why so? You know that the single-celled organisms leave no dead bodies. One organism divides and forms two daughter organisms, and if there is no dead body left, it is said to be immortal. The large diversity of the biological world and each organism has evolved its own mechanism to multiply and produce offsprings. The major factors responsible for the reproductive method, there are two of these factors. The first one is the organism's habitat and the second is the internal physiology. Based on the participation of one organism or two organisms in the process of reproduction, it is further of two types which we discuss in the next module. So this was all about the module in which we have discussed about the lifespans. Thank you, students.